What's good, neighborhood? We are back with probably what I would call the most chill hype stream I am ever going to broadcast. Or at least it'll be the most chill yet most hype stream that I have broadcasted to date. So, after yesterday, I had an idea. Like, more so than just announcing excuse me, more so than just announcing the new format that I wanted to introduce to the Cup of Gaming, but I just had an idea. Like a little something that might actually help save me as far as memory goes during streams, but I need to go back a little bit further when it comes to my old school titles. I mean, I played stuff like TMNT Cross Justice League, I played stuff like Final Fight LNS, and all that stuff effectively operated on 16 to maybe 32-bit at the highest architecture, or at least simulated architecture. So why not just jump right into Super Nintendo stuff to begin with? I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to get the Brave New World mod to work again for Final Fantasy VI, but you know what? That's okay. There's plenty of other Super NES and Sega Genesis and TurboGrafx 16 classics that I could be playing, revisiting, and preserving for people on this channel. So, here's the idea that I had from yesterday. I figured, you know what? GQ Asian Dude already said it. Why not play Street Fighter 2 on the SNES? Today, we're inching a little closer to that with Super Street Fighter 2. Give me just a quick second because I want to. Okay, yeah, I did want to make sure that everything's lined up properly as well. Hey, what's good, Ryan? How the hell are ya? Also, Mo, Warden, good to see the both of you as well. So yeah, that's the Tom Fightery for this morning. It's gonna be Super Street Fighter 2. It's gonna be ZSNES. It's gonna be fan freaking tastic. Ugh, I can't wait to get started. Hey, what's up, Nine Ball? Uh, me, I'm doing okay. Staying safe as much as possible. While staying safe as much as possible. Still trying to, still doing what I can to get the word out about the GoFundMe. But other than that, good times all around. All right, have a good one, Mo. Get yourself some rest. Ooh. Oh God, it's Zangief again. Oh no! I remember what he did to me yesterday. No! Stay away! Bad touch! come out. No! No! Stay away! Oh, God! Dude! Oh, it's already starting. The geefing begins. Oh, finally the third one comes out. Oh, there we go. Oof. That lariat. The priority on that. Mm. Finally pulled out the W. Okay, now you see, here's one of the funny yet awesome things about the Super NES. Back in 93 and 94, at least amongst everybody in my neighborhood, it was widely agreed on that when arcade games were ported over to home consoles, it was widely agreed on that the Super NES was actually, and only by a slim margin, mind you, the more, I want to say, the more superior console when it came to arcade ports. You know, especially considering that, with the Super NES having more buttons on the controller by the default, you know, six button fighters like Street Fighter, and hell, even four button fighters like Mortal Kombat were, they were really at home on the Super NES. It played fast. The sound font was relatively close to what you'd find in the arcade, and with access to that number of buttons, it just made it that much easier for you to get your moves off. You didn't have to worry about getting a separate controller for like the Sega Genesis, for example. And hell, there were even arcade style joysticks for the Super NES that came out, so that made control on the system that much better. But that's not to say that the Genesis didn't have its own gems, didn't have its own stock and trade that made it serious competition for the Super NES at the time. I will say this though. Like Super Street Fighter 2, this was one of the games that I had owned multiple times on the Super NES. I had it for my own Super NES when I finally got my hands on the console. My uncle had it, so I technically owned it then because I was the gaming was of the family. I had numerous friends that owned it, and then like Super Street Fighter 2 and honestly Street Fighter 2 in general was just a staple, not just for 90s gamers back in the early part of the decade, but for so many different neighborhoods. I mean, people who I never thought I would actually be able to get along with playing video games. I'd walk by and I'd see them, I'd see some of my neighbors like their garages were open, they'd be sitting in the garage chilling on their lawn chairs, TV and Super NES hooked up out in the garage, and they were either playing Madden or they were playing Street Fighter. And when Street Fighter was on the menu, and most of the guys around the neighborhood saw me, they were like, "Hey, yo, little man, get over here. Let's play some Street Fighter." And yeah, I caught some L's, but I caught some wins too. And it was just it was the kind of time that I would really like for us to get back to. Neighbors being neighborly, people actually being united around a shared hobby. No outside agitators, no culture vultures trying to swoop in and turn it into their own personal soapbox. No out of state looters busing themselves into the hobby to sow discord. It's just good old fashioned Street Fighter. Here we go. Booyah! Okay, so yeah, that's my topical spiel for the morning. But I mean, y'all get what I'm saying, though, right? People just gotta get back to that point where they can just have fun. Be people. And that's part of why I wanted to do the whole new format for the Cup of Gaming streams, or at least, add the additional flavor to the Cup of Gaming streams by, inviting people to Discord to actually hang out on a Discord call with me while I play and stream, so we can just discuss things back and forth, so we can hang out, be people again, be neighbors, instead of just being labels and identities. Exactly. This is one of those games where you can just grab a friend and hang the fuck out. Oh no! Oh, the throw! The throws! Oh my god! There you go. Nabels are greater than labels. I mean, you know what? The good vibes I'm getting off of this right now, just the good feeling, the good memories I'm getting off of this right now, just it's really making me want to just stick. That's what it is. That's it right there. 16-bit breakfast. That's that's what the Cup of Gaming is going to be all about now. It's the 16-bit breakfast. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ryu with the beastlies. Oh! Jumping roundhouse and foot sweep. Jumping roundhouse 2 and 1 to foot sweep all day. Day. Wrong punch, wrong punch. Oh no! No, 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 no! Throw. Ah. Oh. My Fei Long ain't doing so hot. Oh no. And you want to know what this is? You want to know what this is? This takes me back to me But you want to know what this is? This takes me back to those days where it'd just be me sitting in the room all by myself while my cousins are like out playing or hanging out with their friends doing whatever. I'd be sitting in the room by myself and I'd just be going at it on arcade mode, doing everything I can to just learn the matchups, learn the characters. Well, whenever I got sick, whenever I got sick and had to stay home, it was, if you're too sick to go to school, you're too sick to play video games. So yeah, I didn't have that luxury. However, however, there was one point back in, I want to say 2001, right? Not 2001, it was like early 2000, where I got a really bad sinus infection. And I was laid up in the hospital for a couple weeks because, like, the left side of my face had swollen so much from that sinus infection. It almost got to a point where the doctors would have had to operate on my face to open my sinuses. It was that bad. And I was laid up in the hospital, and I will never forget this. Firstly, for those of you in SoCal, like I think Nine Ball you are, right? I was laid up at Loma Linda University Medical Center. And I swear to God, this was probably one of the coolest hospitals I had ever stayed at. And I've only been to like two or three. But this was one of the, like, out of all the hospitals that I've been to, either as a patient or as a visitor, I really dug Loma Linda U the most. I don't know what it is, something about the atmosphere. Even though, it's a hospital, it's sterile, it's supposed to be. But I was laid up there, and yeah, my friends would come by with their parents every so often. But the room I was in, they had a TV, right? And the TV was there for folks to watch it and just kind of keep abreast of things, keep themselves entertained. But my mom showed up. Like, the second day I was there, my mom showed up and she had this case with her. She opens it up and it's my Super NES. Both controllers for, whenever my brothers would come by and want to visit and play games with me. Like, both of my controllers. She brought my Super Street Fighter 2 and she brought my Star Wars games. Because I had Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Return of the Jedi. I had all three. And just that little thing on my mom's part, it made my stay at the hospital infinitely more bearable. It was almost like I was just back at home and sick from school for a couple of days. But I was actually allowed to play video games. It was really nice. Right? I mean, hell, I'm having a hard time trying not to tear up just remembering it. And because of that, Ryu got it perfect. Ugh. He's like, "Oh, you like the hospital so much? You like Loma Linda so much? Welcome back." I got sent straight to the ICU. Or straight to the IC Ryu. Oh, damn. I forgot Fei Long had this dope royal purple color. But the royal purple color is not helping me at all. Still getting mopped. Oh no. Oh god. Ooh. Do not go to Tony's. Do not collect 200 goof bucks. He was just like, no, stop that. Okay, I'm starting to remember my Super 2 combos now. It's just landing them that's going to be the issue, because, Fei Long needs to get in close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Jen? How you doing this morning, bruh? Oh no! No! Crap! And yeah, no, you're not wrong. Ryu always felt like the hardest non-boss character to fight against. I don't know what it is about 16-bit Ryu that is just striking striking terror into my thumbs. But damn, like Jin, this you see, this is battle 6. This is my 6th time going up against this dude. Oof, them 2-in-1s. That's what it is. Ryu is the Stonewall. Ryu is the Tigrex of Street Fighter. Like if you thought Zangief had my number yesterday, no. It's all about that 16-bit Ryu. And here I am spending so much time talking him up as the Stonewall, and here we go. I did it! Yay! Oh, Fei Long talking inordinate amounts of shit after losing 6 times. It's like, you have learned how to be a great loser. I'm like, dude! Ryu whooped your ass 5 times, and you want to say that? Come on! That's usually how it goes, though. Yeah, the last one is the one that matters. Oh, if that third punch hadn't been delayed, I might have had him. Ain't got time to remember them other 5 beatings. That's right. Alright, I gotta keep an eye out for Blanka, because he tries to bait for those rolls. There we go! Ooh! You love to hear it. Even in 16 bits, you love to hear it. See, this right here, this is why... This is why I have that retro TV set up on the channel right now. This is why. These feelings right here. So good. Oh, I almost caught him. Oh, oh. No. No. Holy cow. Oh. Oh. Blanca, you bastard. But yeah, no, Warden, you're right. Like, Cammy was like the breakout star of Super Street Fighter 2. Even though, funny enough, my favorite of the entire, like, out of the four new challengers, the one I actually liked the most was DJ. He baited the freaking vertical roll. Oh, man. Yeah, large list of Alpha Series characters, most of them, except for maybe Sakura, got, brushed aside. Yeah, Rose carried over a bit. Oh no. Oh crap, 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 crap. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. I pulled that out of my ass. Ooh, a new Saturday Night Slam Masters? That would be awesome. Damn it! I jumped too soon! Ooh! Oh! Oh! Right. And yeah, not just Street Fighter Slam Masters. It's got to be the real OG Slam. That's just thinking back to this. Like when I was a kid playing Super Street Fighter 2, the one thing I would always like go out in the backyard and do when I'd play by myself is literally practice. Like I would practice Fei Long's forward and roundhouse. I don't know why. There's just something about how that step kick looks that was just awesome to me. Yeah, actually, like honestly, okay. Imagine now. I get the feeling that I'm probably one of the few people that actually liked this game. But if Saturday Night Slam Masters played like WWE All Stars, like a new Saturday Night Slam Masters could play very arcade like WWE All Stars, but still actually, put emphasis on pinfalls. I mean, that could be really something. I mean, like WWE All Stars or No Mercy. Hell, even Def Jam Vendetta and Fight for New York. Those games right there collectively could be a really solid base for a new Saturday Night Slam Masters. Ooh, Honda with the sumo arms. Stop it, big boy. Stop it. I could actually catch him. I know I could actually catch him with that kick. You mean 3 in Infinite? Yeah, I don't count MVCI as an actual Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Screw that. But hey, Marvel 3 is always a fun time. I mean, Infinite's okay. It really is okay. There was just a lot of missteps that basically turned it a lot of missteps that basically made it into a real disappointment, especially compared to Ultimate Marvel 3. And yeah, honestly, it was more like it felt more like Avengers versus Capcom. That's what it is. It was more like Avengers versus Capcom, not fully Marvel. Yep, and it was the executive meddling on multiple fronts that, in a way, just it really stifled what the game could have been. Honestly, but that's just me. Oh God, oh, Big Man Hawk. No, no. Ooh. And Condor Spire for the blowout. No, that's basically it. It was a marketing strategy. And yeah, no, it's not like we. You're right, man. We did think that this game was arcade perfect back in the day. But even now, even though, even knowing that it looks, it looks mediocre compared to the arcade version, it's still a damn good port. No perfects. Oh no. Oh! Oh, he landed the Typhoon. Damn it. Now, was MVC3 as good? Only when it got to Ultimate. Damn it. Oh, come on! I was right there. Oh, I even had that perfect. Okay, come on, come on. We got this. The footsies. The footsies game begins. Well, yeah, that's not bad. Now I only have one other question as far as Infinite. Was it the was it the digital deluxe version with all the characters? Because I mean that's probably the only way I would honestly play anything Capcom has put out recently. And I will say this, as far as Infinite, like my favorite characters to use in Marvel Infinite are actually like it's all the that's fair. That is very fair. But yeah, my favorite characters in Infinite are basically the DLC characters. Black Panther is awesome to play. He's fast, he's technical, he's tricky. Winter Soldier, Winter Soldier is solid, and Sigma's pretty beastly too. Damn, T-Hawk playing real footsies now. Oh no! I shouldn't have gone for the kick. Uh, yeah, it was like the DLC characters. It was Black Panther, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Venom, Sigma, and I forget who the other. God, I already forgot who the. Oh, Sigma and Monster Hunter. Come on, go up. Thank you. See, it's remembering patterns, call and response, remembering those strategies. And bonus stage number 2. Yeah. Still got it. Yeah, one thing's for sure, I won't be getting the credits in this one. Oh, again, the music in a lot of spots is different because of the sound font on the Super NES. Oh, he got me. Oof. Getting nailed point blank with that Hadoken just that hurt. Ah, missed with the kick. Oh! Oh! Ow! Woof! You can't spell Fei Long without holding the L and without pressing F in the chat. Dog, I got fucked up. Yo, Ken was trying to go for that cross up big time. Whoa. Oh, man. Faint long. Oh! Immediate with the monkey toss. Immediate monkey tosses. Ken is not playing around. Stay away from me, bad man. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, and now for my favorite. All right, come on. Oh! Mm. No! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Oh, that was so close. So close. You know, I was actually kind of considering switching games over to Killer Instinct after this if I still had the time to stream a little bit more today, or at least still had the time to do a little bit. You know what? No. I'll save that part of this. I'll save that course of the 16-bit breakfast for Thursday. But yeah. Oof. Killer Instinct. Man, that game did things for the Super NES. Oh! You see that? Rog putting hands on me. Hands. Oh, it was like I was just getting stuffed at every turn. You see this? There we go. Ooh. Last bonus stage. The barrels. This is the one I always have trouble with. No. 17. Oh, oh crap. Air throws. Air throws. No. Stay away from me, bad man. Mm. Whew, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. More story time, or at least a mini story time, as it were. Because this right here is just taking me back to when my cousins and my brother would watch me play this, and I'd get this far, and it was like a family event watching one of us actually go through and beat Street Fighter. Dang it. No. Crap. Alright, Vega, put your man titties away. Ooh. Yeah, playing through Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And once Akuma shows up, that was it. That was when you knew shit was getting serious. No! Son of a... Ah. Alright, Vega. Ooh. Ooh. Boy, howdy, that was a close one. How do suplexes be taken so much? It's simple. You have to pay massive tolls in order to get into Suplex City. And also, it's Suplex City. There we go. And now, the big two. Yeah, so do I. The Street Fighter EX games were so good. Ooh! What did I think was going to happen those first two times? What did I think was going to happen that time? Oh, ow! Sagat, playing no games. Oh. Alright, here we go, here we go. Just need to keep him on that same pattern. There we go. Seriously, fighting against old school Sagat was like that was like the early bullet hells for fighting gamers. Here we go. Last one. It's Bison. We're not gonna end the stream until I beat Bison. I want to get Fei Long's ending. Let's go. No. Stay away, bad man. Crap. And the Psycho Crusher slide begins. No! I was so close. We got this. Get the throw. Thank you. No, you don't. The problem with Bison is that when he takes to the air, you don't know if it's going to be for the head stomp or just a regular jump. That walk-up throw. That walk up throw! You jerk! Oh, this is gonna happen. Just relax and enjoy the ride, Bison. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna beat you. Not like that, I'm not. Run! No! Now I'm mad. Oh my. What? Oh, what happened there? Okay, so this is going to be my 11th attempt. Ugh. That last fight was just. Like, especially that last round, that was just awful. Alright. Alright, I can do this. Yeah, boy. Give me that perfect. Okay, second round. No perfect, but still off to a good start. Come on. Gotcha. Yes, indeed. Yeah. There are millions of martial arts students around the world. The memory of the greatest teacher the art has ever known lives on as students train around his monument from morning to night. Perhaps Fei Long is with them. Ah, that's the good shit. Oh man, you. I wouldn't mind seeing Fighter's Destiny make a comeback, but Fighter's History definitely. Oh, and one more little bit of story time. One more little bit of story time before we wrap this up. Two things. One, Guile's theme. Like, I don't know what it is, but literally my favorite rendition of Guile's theme out of every variant there is out there, every remix, my favorite variant is actually the one here in Super Street Fighter 2, specifically on the Super NES. There's just something about the instrumentation, the pitch, the tempo, just everything that just kind of it hits it ticks all the right boxes with me. And there were literally times where, again, those times where I'd be sitting in the room while my cousins are outside playing. I'd just sit there. I would turn the time limit off, go to versus mode, leave the other controller alone after picking a character. I would have player two, like, I would pick player two as Guile, and then have it set, and then literally through that, set it to his stage just so I could listen to that song on loop. I mean, the Super NES was my MP3 player before I even had an MP3 player, basically. But that track in particular, and the last little bit of story time to wind down our 16-bit breakfast for the morning. This actually this involves high scores, and this is something that I would actually like to see more arcades do, if or when they come back in vogue. Or hell, maybe when I finally get around to running my own arcade, this is something I'll institute. But you guys saw that million point high score that I got up there, right? One thing that my cousins, siblings, and I would do is whenever we beat the game and set a high score, we'd keep track of those high scores in a notebook. And it was just a friendly little competition between us to see who could rack up the highest scores on Super Street Fighter 2. And funny enough, it wasn't me that did it. Like the one of us that actually got the highest score on Super Street Fighter 2, I think somehow he managed like a 1.5 million. And that was my cousin Joe. Like, I remember it was Joe, and then my other cousin Johnny, followed by Johnny's little brother Terry, and then me. Like, I was actually fourth place when it came to who would set the high score amongst me and my cousins. But God, it was still so much fun because it inspired all of us to keep playing, to keep having fun, playing versus matches against each other, and just getting better. We had inspiration to get better, and it was just pure competition. And that's something I'd like to see arcades do. Again, with how I would run it, certain games, especially fighting games like Marvel 2 or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Killer Instinct, maybe other multiplayer games like DDR, for example. We'd set up high scoreboards. It's like I would set up high scoreboards, and then like end of the month, or well, I'd probably do like maybe weekly or bi-weekly prizes, and then end of every month would be like a major prize that I would want to either give to the person who said it directly, or if nothing else, like send out an email or a notification to them saying, "Hey, you got the high score at the Double KO Arcade for the month of May 2020. So we'd like to offer you we'd like to offer you like a full month free play card to Double KO, or maybe like offer one of the games that we would sell, or some other gaming swag or anime paraphernalia as a prize. Make the prizes have serious monetary value and put some serious sweat equity behind them too. God, that would be absolutely amazing. But anyway, with that being said, I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me for this past hour or so. It's been tons, tons of fun. So many great memories that I'm glad I got to share with you all, and I'm looking forward to sharing more. So on that note, y'all be safe. Y'all do what you can to keep yourselves happy, keep yourselves busy. I'll be back later on today with I'll be back later on today with a lunchtime stream for you guys after I finish taking care of things around the house, getting some errands done. If you can, for those of you that haven't done so already, please spread around the GoFundMe some more. We've got a couple more days left on it. Thanks to Brian and Blue, we've got $150 in there right now. The goal is 1,000, but however close we can get to it would be greatly appreciated, because the more we can get through that, the less we'd have to worry about getting through other means, and the easier it'll be for us to actually work something out with the apartments, just to make sure that we can still get them their money. And we can still keep the lights on here and keep the streams going for you guys, so we can have more fun and make more memories. See, it all ties together. But yeah, until then, y'all have yourselves a top notch Tuesday. And as a quick heads up, we'll have another episode of Warframe Wednesday coming up tomorrow morning, and then Thursday morning for the Cup of Gaming. For the 16-bit breakfast, we're going to be coming back to the Super Nintendo, and we're going to be playing some Killer Instinct. So if not before that, so yeah, if I don't see y'all before tomorrow morning stream, you guys have a great one. If I do, I'm looking forward to seeing you then. But until next time, stay good, neighborhood.